we're going to do something called theming. Now, last class, we wrote this code, and let's just run this real quick. So, if you don't remember how to run this, we're going to click something called command prompt, write cd, and put our file directory. We created a file called basic. We're going to open that file and streamlit run marcus.py. So what this basically means is that from that directory, we're just opening this Python file and running it. As you can see, we created this last time with a header, with some text, an image, some error text. We even created some success information and even warnings. A button, a radio button, a multi-select, then a select box, a random button that does nothing, and even a slider, and even a text input. In this video, what we're going to do is we're going to do something called theming, which basically means setting a theme for your Python app. So as you can see here, the navigation bar, we can click that navigation bar and click settings. In the settings, there should be a button called edit active theme. In this edit active theme, as you can see, we have many options like primary color, the text color, the background color, and the secondary background color. This primary color over here is for interactive elements. The background color is for the main content area. It says it in the name, background. And the secondary background area is for all the interactive widgets and even for sidebar. And the sidebar we'll be learning next video. And this is for most of the text. So we can play around with this. We can change the font family. We can make the text color. For example, if I like blue, I can change it to blue. We can even make the background color whatever we like. And the secondary background color as well. But the secondary background color won't do anything until we create a sidebar. So we'll wait on that. So as you can see, all the changes I've made is clearly visible. I'll just make a few more changes so it's a little bit more visible. For example, if I change the background color to a little bit more red. Alright, that does not look really good, but we're gonna go with it. Just for the video. But now the problem is, as soon as I click the refresh and reload button, it all goes. The main problem is, how do I maintain those settings that I've kept? Now, once again, we can go back to our folder and we're going to create a new folder called Streamlit. Now, make sure that you're in the basic folder with the avatar image or whatever image you please to put, and even the Python file that you created. We're going to create a new folder and we're going to name it .streamlit. Remember that you can only follow these steps if you have followed the last video steps. So we're going to label it .streamlit, and in this .streamlit, we're going to create a new Python file. Now, there are many ways to create a Python file, but the way that I like to follow is by opening an IDLE shell. So I'm just going to quickly open that. I'm going to create a new folder, new file, and save it in this basic folder. However you create it, you have to always save it in this basic folder. But for the themes, we're going to save it in this .streamlit folder. And we're going to name it config.toml. Now you can change all the other file names, but remember to always keep this themes file labeled as config.toml. Now if we just save it in this config.toml and let's see our Streamlit. As you can see, in our basics folder, there's a folder named Streamlit, and in it, it's config.toml. Now this is where we're going to be doing the designing part. So when we open it, we can quickly go back to our Streamlit file and click on Settings and the Edit Active Theme button. In this, you can play around with it. You can make sure that this is what you want in your app, and you can quickly save it. I'm going to create a nice little blue picture. Okay. Now, when we click, as you can see, I've made lots of changes to it. Everything's mixed up. Doesn't look the best, but just for show. We're going to click the Edit Active Theme, and there should be a button called Copy Theme to Clipboard. We're going to click it. So it's just like a Control-C, but it takes it in the format that we want. And we're going to quickly paste it in this config.toml file, and we're going to save it. Now, last time we had an issue of it going away, but now I'm going to reload, and as you can see, we have the same issue. That's because you need to make sure that you restart the CMD. So you're going to stop this, we're going to stop running it, and we're going to run it again from the stop, from CMD again. We're going to open this directory on our command prompt, cd, then Streamlit run your app's name. Markets.py is my app's name. So as you can see, when we run it and we open it, all of our changes are there. It's the same font, same background, and
we're
whatever
just gonna be
other
developing
changes
on
you
this
want.
app.
Thank you.